may not see the abolition of the death penalty, but what you are seeing is the progressive restriction of the death penalty.
Oh, no.
And what you are seeing, is the increased sensitivity to the mistakes that can happen with the death penalty. And what you are seeing is the increased rights that are being granted to those who might face the death penalty.
What you are seeing is an increased sensitivity to the liabilities that local prosecutors and politicians face when they improperly impose a death penalty. And at the same time saying that it's becoming more progressive now. There was recently a case in Louisiana of a man who raped an 8-year-old girl who has been sentenced to death solely for a rape. He didn't kill anybody, but apparently on the books a few years ago in Louisiana, they passed a law that said anybody who rapes a child can be eligible for capital punishment. They just recently sentenced someone in Louisiana to death. This is the first death sentence of someone who's committed an act other than murder since they brought back the death penalty. I hear stories about now the new anti-terrorist legislation being used against crystal meth dealers because there are chemicals in their laboratories that are covered under the Anti-Terrorist Act, who also may face a death penalty as a result of being charged under the Anti-Terrorist Act.
Okay, so let's look at that. Can we look at that?
Very briefly, then I'm going to break and we'll come back.
Okay, you talk about Louisiana. Yes, Louisiana is the only one that has a child rape death penalty statute on the books. The first case that came to the Louisiana Supreme Court was one of Bethely. Bethely raped 3 children, 9, 7, and 5, one of which was his own, while he was HIV positive and knew it. The question was, does Bethely deserve to die? Can anyone who does not kill be deserving of death?
Well, this recent
the answer
case,
is I know this recent case, but this is the first.
We end each segment with one of your dramatic stories.
These are real. This is what's happening. I'm not making this up. Let's not forget who gets the death penalty and who should get. Because who does get it and who should get it are not the same group. And this is where Dave and I have much common ground.
Okay. Well, we'll be back, and we'll try and see where that exists, the common ground, when Test of Faith returns.